this Boros list next from Sam Black. It seems really strong. Got lots of nice creatures to mentor onto. Some efficient pump spells to force our creatures through. And topped off with Tajic and Aurelia. Just like two super absurd creatures we've gained from the new set. Let's go first here. Don't think we can keep the 5-lander. Obviously the spells are nice, but... Alright, this is better. Let's find a mountain. This hand's very solid. I think I'm going to bottom this. We get to flip this really quickly, but I just want a red source already. Yeah, that's definitely a problem, Bojanovic, for sure. Although, to be honest, once you have the first copy, it already does good work, right? The first copy already does, like, enough for you to win the game. Mulligan counter. I'll have it known, I actually mulliganed for once in my life just then. Rare occurrence. Oh my god. If we drew a red source there, we'd make this Snubhorn a 1/4. Oh yeah, I've heard that Mentor's weird on Modo. There's something like not ideal about it. I have heard that. Ugh, this is named Soldier, I guess? It's actually fine. Soldier. Casting Tajic does nothing, because this gets to block Tajic. So I guess we're just gonna get our Warboss down. Yeah, there are some situations where it chooses for you, which ends up really awkward. I have heard this also. Jeez, this Tajic's so awkward in these mirrors, huh? First strike and 2/5s. You can just, like, never break through. How do we ever attack them here? We don't have red mana for the Banneret pump either. You feel like Tajic is a trap? That's an aggressive take, but he does seem awkward in the mirrors specifically, based on this like incredibly small sample size of 2/2 first strikes and 2/5s. Yeah, trap seems aggressive. Agreed. Was one of these a 2/2? No, it's a 3/3. Oh, they just both got mentored. Oh my god. I mean, I guess I'm just taking all of this. Aurelia crushes the mirror? Yeah. She seems pretty unrealistic. Well, that was abrupt. That was quite abrupt. How do you ever kill an Aurelia? Anyway. Imagine we want, like... Maybe we're boarding in our whole sideboard. Is that unreasonable? Like, basically our whole sideboard seems good here. And all the small creatures seem like they can never attack into the first strikers in Aurelia. You can think of a world where Aurelia is the most expensive mythic. Aurelia is very good, for sure. This is tough. Definitely taking out these bannerets. Is Lava Coil actually good? Seems like more of an answer to Steel Leaf. Because it doesn't hit Aurelia. I guess you can kill their Tajic, but you'd rather do that with, like, a shock. Yeah, only Tribunal kills her. I kind of want Justice Strike, because they could realistically have Lyras in their deck. And I think I want Frenzies. But I think I'm leaving the Lava Coils on the board. Yeah, I've seen lists go really big. I've seen lists of like 5 Wraths post board of red-white. It's kind of terrifying. I guess we were boarding out a bunch of creatures. The Gird for battles get worse. We can just like trim some stuff. Even this seems like a reasonable way of doing it. Response Resurgence. Response Resurgence is a really good card. Card is cool. I know Aaron Barrett was considering playing that card last night in his red-white list. Although his is like very mid-rangey. These are so awkward. I'm going to keep this. I'm going to bottom this because we need lands. I guess we're not casting our dinosaur, so I might as well just like play the mountain and say go, so we have more info on our lands before we play the territory. Name Soldier. Cool. Integrity. Apparently we're naming Dinosaur. I think there are only 2 Unclaimed Territories in the list. Soldiers are literally sentries. This is accurate. Tajic just trades with a Knight token. Tajic is so bad in these mirrors. This is like embarrassing. I guess we still do it. We get to like mentor onto both of these at least. We get 2 tokens out of this deal. You don't think Tajic is all that good, to be honest? I could see that being the case. Right, so this is mentoring onto this. This is mentoring onto this. Like, Tajic just gets blocked really easily, right? By like any old 2/2. Cast my dinosaur. I mean, if we draw a land, Frenzy could do some decent work. It's actually a pretty great draw. I am not going to complain about drawing that one. That was kind of amazing. Take down their Aurelia. Another 1/4 gets to start blocking here if they don't have another Aurelia. Land. Awesome. I guess this turn I Justice Strike and next turn I Frenzy. Might as well get value out of this card. Yeah. Honestly, History of Benalia has looked kind of amazing. Kind of just want to be playing History of Benalias. Are we playing this land pre-Frenzy? I think so. Hitting our land drops lets us dig through more cards in the future turns of Frenzy. Reveal the land on top, punished. That's fine though. We need to find a lot of removal next turn, or else we're just going to die to the history. Never mind. That list is really interesting. The reinforcements with history is terrifying, right? Just like kills out of nowhere. That was abrupt. Those chapter counters look awful. Yeah, the counters on Moto now in general look really weird, right? They just generally don't look very good. History into reinforcements is very sick. It looked really impressive. Ooh, this is a curve on the play as well. They're playing 2 Path of Metal, interesting. Do you happen to have a link for it, Conan? Wouldn't mind seeing that list. Opponent tanking. Path of Metal plus reinforcements is the real deal. Path of Metal was terrifying. We died to it like a couple times the other day. Once it flips, it's just like so much inevitability. Really terrifying. It's also a free hedge versus March of the Multitudes. That is true. It's like pretty good against the token decks in general, right? It doesn't cost you anything. There are going to be games where they go like Sapling Migration onto. You slam your Path of Metal on turn 3, immediately flip it, Plague Wind them, and feel amazing. Opponent, where are you? Assume we'll have an opponent soon. I mean, You just try not to put in too many creatures that die to your path of metal, right? Like, the vast majority of your creatures won't die to it. Free win? I guess. I'm kind of not into the idea of sitting here for 10 minutes, but... You know what, I'm gonna go get some water a sec, because I am out, and might be a moment by the looks of things. Has anything happened yet, chat? That isn't no. You want to build goblins with the Flame Tongue Carvo? The Flame Tongue Carvo is heckin' nice. Card is very good. Sure, it'll be up in the next batch of 5.0 decks, hopefully. All of the Boros decks look like a bit similar, so it's possible it doesn't get published, but thanks for having a look for it. Appreciate that. Just want to cast my goblin. When do they normally do the dumps? I think it might be today even. I have a feeling it might actually be today, which would be kind of nice. It's Monday, Wednesday weekend. Okay. It'll probably be, yeah, I don't know the timing either. I'd have assumed it would be at like 4 PM, since that's like normally when most stuff is published on these sites, but I guess they might just not be up yet. Rip your wallet. Oh my gosh. They always do it at past. Okay. So it'll be pretty soon. In like the next 10 or 15 minutes, hopefully. Might actually look through some of them on stream. I'm kind of curious to take a look at them. Can we please not use the R word, George? You just want to cast a fairy, don't we all? Isn't that what we all want to do? Casting Teferi is great. Strong recommend. Ooh, they're up. We have something to do whilst we wait for our opponent. Awesome. Well, in lieu of an opponent, we're going to look through some deck lists. This is Goblin Tribal. Radiant Destiny is Payoff. Interesting. Response Resurgence. The first list is Gobbos. I know, right? So exciting. Interesting. Ooh, Vraska. Dryad Greenseeker. Oh my god, I'm in. I need this deck in my life. I think this is a viable tokens deck. I think green-white tokens is excellent, Ari. We played some green-white tokens yesterday. It was very good. We'll probably play some more on stream over the next few days. Fine Broker Eldest Reborn. I'm in love. I need to play this list. This list seems delightful. Let's see, and this is a red-white list. What? Cavalry Drill Master. I am highly skeptical of this. There's only one Aurelia. And there's 4 Tajic. seems not great. There's a blue-white list. Excited to see it in a moment. Oh my god, so this is mono red, but it goes big. There's a link up in chat, Argentina. It goes big, right? Because you've got the 3 siege gangs and the 4 fight with fires with your steamkins to kick them. This is kind of great. Oh wait, no, is this Aaron's list? I think this is Aaron's list. This is the list Aaron was playing on stream last night. Or something, he was playing something very close to this. Awesome. I don't know if this is Aaron's account name. I don't know it off the top of my head, but... Exclusion Mage. Sick. Just like update to mono blue. There's a Grixis deck with 5 dragons in it. Ooh, so this is blue-white. Has devious cover-up. Who are my favourite streamers? It's a good question. I really love Nassif's stream. I watch a lot of Nassif's stream. Who else do I really like? I really like MJ and I really like Caleb Durwood, but they both stream at times when I just can't watch them. Same for Emma. I really like watching Emma, but like she streams really late, by which time I'm like asleep. But all 3 of those are great. Those are like probably some of my like most favorites. I mostly watch Nassif stream. I lurk in there a lot. Mission briefing, what? I'm not like hugely convinced by this list. The devious cover-ups seem kind of clunky. Danto Vanguard. Oh my god, Deafening Carrion with, oh, they don't even play Tajic. Sick. Have I watched Jamie Topple's? I really like Jamie Topple's stream. Jamie's stream is great. Her stream is really fun. I haven't watched it in quite a while, but I've always enjoyed her stream when I've caught her. Resplendid Lit. Cover-up shuffles your Teferis. Oh, so you can't run out of them? That kind of makes sense. That helps against Assassin's Trophy, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Right, we'll keep looking through these later. We'll like work our way through them. Kind of want to get into a game though. I might look through a few deck lists between each round. This is reasonable. No 1-drop, but very solid 2s and 3s. Boros Dragons? Seriously? Boros Dragons sounds like true spice. What's the motivation for Boros Dragons? You get to play the 6 mana one that makes dragons on ETB. Yeah, with 2 cover-ups you get infinite Teferis, provided your cover-ups resolve. That is correct. That is very correct. Sometimes those streamers play in one format and get you hooked, then never play Legacy anymore. Thanks for the bit, Schultz. I'll play Legacy again at some point, probably next week. Just, I'm really enjoying Standard at the moment. It's wide open. What am I doing here? I wish we had more mana. More mana would be amazing. Guess I'm just going to cast the Challenger. Challenger could end up pumping the 1/1 from the Warboss, which is kind of nice. Obviously I'd like to get the Vindicator growing as soon as possible too, but are they playing this in green-white tokens? This doesn't seem terribly good. I say before I die to it, of course. I want to Vindicator this turn and Gird for back. Oh wait, this is sorcery. Huh, this makes it worse than I thought. Still like reasonable with Mentor creatures, unless you grow them really big. So if I play the Warboss and attack with this and the token becomes a 2/2. If they want to take this down, we eat their knight and we get a 2/2 on board, which is not unreasonable. Thanks, Amy. It would be absurd. I agree, Marcus. I got there. I realized it would be absurd. Am I not allowed absurd cards? I think I'm just gonna do this. I get to eat my Challenger, but I get like to keep my Goblin, if that's the case. Keep my 2/2. Seems decent. Wow, they're just taking it. They have a March of the Multitudes or something. Scary. Oblivion Ring on the Warboss. How did the interview go, by the way, Amy? I hope it went well for you. Yeah, for sure, Michael. Like, Chain Whirler is here to stay. Decidedly. To the surprise of no one. Aw, I'm sad to hear that. Whirly boy still whirling. Indeed. How do we be a 4/4? 4/4s are really big. Not to state the obvious, but... I don't know how we win this game. A 1/1, a 1/1, and a 4/4. So I have this to punch through the 4/4, right? DT Lurch with that Twitch Prime support. I appreciate you. Thank you for becoming a Knight of Autumn. Everyone put some hearts in chat. Celebrate our new knight. Thank you for the support. Really appreciate it. I feel like I need to get my Vindicator going, so I can like try and block some of this. Good Vindicator plus Gird. Right, or I could Gird, set up this Integrity. So make this big, make this big. I need to make sure I don't die on the way back is the problem. It's like suddenly a problem. If I get another Goblin, because I can just run the attacks like this. I get less damage, but I get to cast Swiftblade post combat. Oh my god, Schultz. Jeez, and Michael. Both of the huge cheers. Thank you so much. Y'all are great. Schultz fighting the real fight, I know, right? Schultz is determined. So we take 10, 14. Can't actually attack with everything is the problem. I guess now I get to attack my Warboss though. I get to attack like this, pump the Gobbo, and use my integrity to clear out the Loxodon if they block. He demands legacy and he's got bits to prove it. I would likely do some legacy next week. This week's going to be a bunch of standard, but I think by next week I'll be ready to mix things up. So these are going to be 5/4s. This isn't a knight, right? None of these are knights. Does this make it attacking? No. Oh my gosh, Amy! Thank you so much for the massive cheer. The battle rages on. Never in all my life have I seen this fierce a battle. By the way, for all the subscribers currently in chat, I just resynced the subscriber-only Discord, so it's like pretty quiet in there at the moment. But if any of y'all want to join there and like chat about stuff, then if you sync up your Twitch and your Discord, you should be able to hopefully get something growing. You might want to change that command now, Marcus. Wow, I instantly see a notification from my Discord, so that clearly worked. We should probably have a real Discord command, yeah. Thanks for the bit, Schultz and Michael. Michael with the big cheer. Determined to take first place. Yeah, we should probably have a real Discord command. As I say, it's pretty quiet in there at the moment, but has to start from somewhere, right? Hopefully we don't die. I would like not to die. Well, this is a nice blocker against this. At least. Take 14. I get to keep my Challenger. Seems worth. Thanks, Amy. It is pretty great. It is pretty great, for sure. Why aren't we playing mono blue? It's always the best deck in standard. That's a generous description of mono blue. It's one of the more generous descriptions I've heard in my life. I'm willing to accept I'm dead if they have a March of the Multitudes, so let's pretend they don't. Let's be optimistic here. Oh, also, we should have our sub-badges in like 2 or 3 days. We were commissioned for the 4th, so fingers crossed. How do we kill them if they don't have March of the Multitudes? You know, ambitious. You don't have the Discord link. Okay, I will ship you one later, Marcus. Maybe in between rounds. How do we do this? I guess we attack with the Challenger and the Swiftblade. This is the creature that blocks this nicely, though. In paper, this is where I'd say, like, scoop if you show... I'll scoop if you show me the march. Just, like, make my life easy, please. Right, let's pump the Swiftblade. Let's pump the Challenger. We're going to attack with these two, pump the Swiftblade again. Yeah, I think I like these attacks. We get to go, this mentors this. This mentors this. We have this integrity up to protect our threats. They probably have to chump block a bunch here. Depending on how they block, we can either play another blocker post-combat or use the integrity to mess them up. Oh, you're hearing them from me? Seriously? No, I've muted Discord. I've muted Discord, Nuclear. The link is here for deck lists. Yugo Sato. This is pretty interesting. I guess we pass priority, and if they have March, they'll go ahead and cast it. There's like no reason for us to do anything here, right? Well, this is bad news. I assume we're dead. 7 tokens. We can block 4 of them. Yep. It's pretty convincing. March of the Multitudes is a really silly Magic card. Green-white is just like very, very strong. Right, we need Justice Strikes because they're going to broad in the Angel. We probably need like Lyras. We probably need Tribunals on a similar basis. But I think we generally want to remain low to the ground against them. I don't think we actually can play a long game against March of the Multitudes. Banneret seems really bad against tokens, and we're looking to like trim some cheap things anyway, I guess. We can like trim the Bannerets and maybe a Snubhorn. So we still have some ones. No, I kind of like these more than Shock. Yeah, I think Shock seems decent because of Amara as well. I'm actually wondering if Banneret's better than Legion's Landing. I'm not like sure. All our 1-drops seem really awkward against them just because they run headfirst into 1/1s, which is a nightmare. I guess you can pump them and then you trade with 2 1/1s, which is nice. Let's try this. Oh my god, Marcus! Exclamation mark, giant hopper. The whole giant hopper thing is so ridiculous. Hey, Ray Guy. Good to see you. That sounds nice. 1 into 2 with an Aurelia, which is just like amazing. Turn 1 landing, sure. You're very glad you were there when the Great Hopper came. Your life was enriched by the Great Hopper. The ways of the Great Hopper have informed the entire direction of your life ever since. Alright, just attack with my 1/1 here. If they block, we've got Integrity to eat their board. They're probably not going to block because they want to flip the landing. Does Mana Traders have the new cards? Yeah, I don't think it does. I'm not 100% sure though. I remember someone in chat like saying they were waiting for them. Block this vampire token, stop them gaining life. Next turn, Aurelia gets to spread some justice. Alright. That is fine. That is less fine. That is decidedly not fine. Gross. Am I excited for New Standard? Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've been liking New Standard so far. Still feels very open. It's possible we were meant to Justice Strike a token just to slow them down, to be honest, but I was a bit worried about them like having a Lyra in a couple turns that we'd need an answer for. I think Underarms Lich is probably too slow, yeah. I suspect that is the case. I suspect you need to be doing more powerful stuff than casting like a 4/3 that doesn't do anything when it ETBs for 5 mana. It is very sweet. I love the card Dokamoy, but it isn't. I don't think it's like particularly playable, sadly. Oh my god, this card against Shalai. Rough. Chainwheller and Boros. You could make the mana base support Chainwheller potentially. Chainwheller's obviously an excellent card. We're pretty dead right now. Don't know how we possibly win this game. Yep. Alright, I am willing to move on here. We dealt 6 damage to them that game. On the play. I am not convinced this list is very good. I'm also not convinced that we'd like be able to beat green-white very easily even if we had a good Boros list. Green-white is so strong. It attacks from like so many different angles. It's very good at buying time as well. We'll keep this. Sound seems very reasonable. Yeah, even if we Justice Strike a token, I still think we lose that game, but that would definitely help. Yeah, the lack of ascending is being awkward. I agree. Agree with you on that one. What am I casting turn 1? Just linking instructions makes more sense, Marcus. Linking instructions makes much more sense to me, I think. Read the flavor text of Bounty of Strength. I do not. So let's see, Gatherer, Bounty of Strength, MTG. Alliances. No, that's Bounty of the Hunt. What is Bounty of Strength? Silvergill Adept. Oh my god, we're against Merfolk. I look away from one moment and there's a Silvergill Adept being cast against me. What is this world we're in? What is this world? That's some pretty appropriate flavor text for when we face green-white for sure. Are they casting the 1/1 that pumps everything? Oh, they're just casting a Branchwalker looking for their land. We're gonna get to attack for quite a bit this turn. Oh my lord. I really want to cast that card. I think I'm girding low right. Even if I gird this twice, they get to block it though. I guess I just make my 1/1 and swing, and that's fine. I can gird next turn. Am I attacking with anything else? I can flip the landing by attacking with like these two and this. They can double block the sentry though. Then I get to flip the landing and they don't like take down any of these. I think I'm not doing that though. I think I'm just attacking with these two. Post-combat Girds. Post-combat Girds are nice. We could attack with the Banneret, because if we get one of these off the board, we're more likely to be able to keep the Warboss through combat next turn, keep it alive. We're also only one permanent away from Snubhorn being online though. I think I'm just attacking with these. I don't want them trading off with anything when Snubhorn's like potentially online in combat next turn. Sick. So next time we make a token, and then this is a free, which is really nice. So let's see, it's going to be the mid-range deck. Yeah, it goes so over the top of the other mid-range decks, whilst also having like a lot of speed against the aggro decks. It is very, very impressive. Alright, let's do some girding. Just like make sure these can't die to their fishies. We are well prepared for battle. This is great. This is something right here. Alright. Warboss pumps the Banneret so it can't be double blocked. Banneret pumps the lifelinker, I guess. It does sound reasonably lewd. It does sound reasonably lewd. Oh my gosh. So much power and toughness. Okay. You take 14. Your turn. Continue. Yeah, exactly, Ranger. March of the Multitudes is just very impressive. Like, any card that, like, synergizes with itself has some amount of, like, potential, right? The fact that, like, you're rewarded for drawing more of them is just so powerful. You can't, like, flood out on copies of March of the Multitudes, provided your deck is functioning. They actually have a lot of blockers now. They're going to be mostly chump blocking, though. Making goblins to go around them. Opponent agrees. Huh. So on the draw, I think we want these shocks. Nexus is very good against Selesnya, for sure. Nexus is excellent against Selesnya. No doubt about that. What are we cutting? Probably cut a Gird or two. Especially on the draw, we're not going to be able to be as aggressive. Obviously they were quite impressive that game, but I think Tajic seems really bad here, huh? They have so many 2/1s. I just want to cut all the Tajics. I feel like Tajic's just always going to be blocked down. I guess the first strike is nice, once we can give it to him. Yeah, Justice Strike's like a nice answer to Lyra, in particular. Lyra is a very scary card. Justice Strike is like 2 mana Terminate for her. I don't know how much removal we want. Like, I feel like if we brought in too much removal, we just lose to Deeproot Waters. Maybe we need Tribunals, though, just because of Deeproot Waters being scary. Thing is, we could board into an actual control deck against them. The territories have been medium. They've been a bit frustrating, honestly. We've been naming Soldier a lot. We've mainly been naming Short Soldier, because Soldier is Legion Warboss, and Banneret as well. But they've been medium. They've been a bit awkward at times. We might have Shaper's. I'd be surprised if they bought in Shaper's Sanctuary against us, though. I think on the draw, I'm just going to turn into a control deck. I think that's like a pretty reasonable thing to do. And then on the play, we can like get aggressive again. What else are we taking out? I guess we just like trim on these. Let's try this. What's this list you've linked? I cannot see a list on that link, alas. This is fine. We don't have any removal in this hand, but the mana's good. We have some like things to do early anyway. First striker seems strong here. Nice we do have this as removal. It's kind of slow, but it can kill a lord. Aurelia is just like a nice way to close against them as well, since we get to ignore all their ground critters. Huh, they have an Essence Scatter up or something? Oh, they might have Trickster. This might be a Trickster. That would make the most sense. Don't know which of these I'm meant to play. Guess I'll play this. Yeah, This has to be a trickster, right? In our end step. Boop. My poor soldier. My mighty vanilla tutu. Alright, we can kill that in a couple turns. It's not the end of the world for us. Don't diss your bear buddies. You do like your grizzly bears. That is very true. That seems decent, Ranger. We've been playing something very similar to that on stream. It's felt pretty strong, for sure. Am I attacking for 2? I guess I'm not attacking for 2. Could use integrity to kill this in combat. Attacking for 2 has to be correct, right? Yeah, this has to be good. We have integrity on blocks on the Challenger. Flight killer thing. Yeah, we have first strikes. We get through the Mistbinder fine, for sure. That is true. They get to start drawing cards. That's terrifying. Their Crypt Breaker is decidedly online. Commander is so good. Like, we can Lightning Helix this, but they just get to cast a new Merfolk next turn. So that doesn't even achieve anything. I mean, Commander's looking pretty good here, Marcus. Killing the Mistbinder doesn't accomplish anything. I guess I'm just going to cast my Aurelia, so I can get in some damage next turn and try and kill them. We don't have any attacks into the 3-4. So we're going to have to wait a turn on that. Into the 3-5, I mean. It's like 5 toughness is a lot of toughness here. Deep Root Waters. So now they get to grow their Merfolk. This one's Soldier. What am I doing here? I guess I can kill the Mistbinder and see what they do. It uses my mana really inefficiently though. I'd rather use this as a combat trick so I can double spell this turn. Makes sense. Buffing my first strike with Aurelia, yeah, I think I agree. I think I agree with that plan. Could also buff this, but it seems decent. They did not have a Trickster, thank God. We get to grow Aurelia. Oh, they get to remove the first strike. Interesting. I guess they just like don't care about the damage from Aurelia. That makes sense. They get to grow their team with Commander too. Hey, Cat. Good to see you. Hey, Chantal. Boros has been really underwhelming so far, honestly. We have not been doing very well with it. So I can kill the Mistbinder here. But then they just, like, put counters on everything. And I still lose my board. No, it isn't good, Marcus. The 5th mode, the 10th mode on this card puts a counter on all your Merfolk. Yeah. The tribal land is set on Soldier. We have a bunch of soldiers in our deck. What do we do here? I guess we pump the Sunhome Stalwart to take down the Commander. That's the best option, right? We lose our Aurelia, but we get the Commander out of play. I imagine that is indeed the case. Bobbin. Losing to Merfolk is not a pretty place to be. Yeah, then we cast a creature plus combat. Yep. If they don't have a follow-up Commander, we could honestly be in a fine position here. We're going to have like some nice blockers to keep us alive whilst we're drawing cards with Frenzy. Am I casting the Warboss? It means if I draw a land, I can cast both of these next turn. I guess we're actually taking a lot of damage, huh? Oh, I cast this because it has first strike, so it can block the free freeze. That makes sense. Yeah, I cast this because of the first strike. Because now I have free power of first strike against their free freeze. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. I am willing to just move on here. We are very, very dead. That deck snowballs like crazy. Continue my life, exactly. Exactly. How aggressive do we want to become on the play? How aggressive do we... Like, I just feel like a lot of our aggressive creatures get brick-walled by them so easily. We managed to do it game 1, but only because we drew, like, 3 of our Gird for battles. I feel like we still just need to try and kill all their stuff. If we draw enough Lava Coils for their Commanders, I think we can still do this. I could see the Frenzy just being bad, but I think it's a way for us to actually go over the top of, like, the fact that they get to, like, cantrip off their Silvergill Adepts and get tokens off their Deep-Root Waters and stuff. Mulligan. I mean, just need a red source. Need a red source in this hand does stuff. Alright, name soldier. Kinda want to get this down first, because it can start growing the Snubhorn. You can get a counter or 2 on the Snubhorn. This way. Which sounds really nice. Well, that makes sense, Ranger. You do definitely need, like, to be doing stuff early, for sure. It's like part of why Selesnya is good, right? It's very good at playing to the board in, like, the opening couple turns. Even though, like, it also just snowballs like crazy. For what it's worth, I agree with you, Bobbin. I've not liked these territories at all. They felt really awkward, like, every time we've drawn them, pretty much. We've had them in a bunch of, like, 2 and 3 landers, and it's just, like, always been a bit awkward. Alright, gonna get a counter on our sentry here. They have the Mistbinder, but we have the Justice Strike for it if we can draw a red mana. Yeah, the whole wanting to play spells ever. Especially when you have shocks in your sideboard, right? When you have shocks and lava coils in your sideboard. Oh my god. Alright, alright. I mean... At least they can't block here, which is nice. If we draw a red source next turn, we're honestly in a good position. Are we allowed to name instant with our Unclaimed Territory, Marcus? Is that allowed? Is instant a creature type? That would be great. OP. Good quote, good quote. Instant is not a creature type. Damn. That's a problem. It is in fact a super type. I just heard that in my head in your voice, by the way. That, like... Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. Yep, yep. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can put them to 6 here. So they're kind of forced to block. Interesting. Is shock a soldier? One can but dream. 3. So they're going to 9. Right? They're taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, they go to 10. We can cast this as a deal 4, but that doesn't achieve anything for us. So I guess we're just passing the turn here. It would be, Marcus. It would be. Well observed. Your observation skills are on point today. Gosh. Alright, let's draw a red source. I would like to draw a mountain. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. Right. I'm not sure we have attacks here. They clearly have a Trickster in hand, which like just destroys our Vindicator. Have I considered Response Resurgence? I have not. I honestly just copied this list because I wanted to try Boros out, and it looked interesting. Yes, we're just passing the turn here and letting them draw some cards. Have you considered not playing Unclaimed Territory? In fact, I have considered that. I've considered that distinct possibility. At least if we draw Lava Coil, we can kill the Commander. Hey, I was right about the Trickster at least. Thanks, Marcus. Let's move on with our lives. Let's go play some more Selesnya. Here. I'd like to win some matches. I am off this list. Alright. Let's just get rid of this one. This felt really bad. Green-white. Alright. Is there anything I want to change? The district guides were not great. You'd like to retract you saying you liked the Boros list. Retraction denied. Retraction denied. I'm going to look at your list. I'm probably not going to copy it though. Song of Freya at least is kind of sick, admittedly. Your curve is like really high. I do want to try out the third Tristani. That's something I've been wanting to try. I did want to try the third Tristani. I was also kind of off the district guides. I kind of want to cut at least one. I wanted to try Banalish Marshal, right? That was one of the things I wanted to do. It does make us worse against, like, it makes Lightning Strike into a real card, which is not very nice. At the moment, like, removal's just really mopey against this deck. Oh, Peacemaker. Should have a Centaur Peacemaker in this sideboard. This card is great. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Marcus. Most of the heavy stuff does have Convoke. I'm definitely cutting a district guide for a different spell. I kind of want a Tristani, but it would mean me going and buying a Tristani, which is going to take a moment. A bit of me also wants to try out Banalish Marshal, but I'm not convinced I'm in love with that. White Mare is probably better than Centaur. Why is White Mare better than Centaur? Centaur gains 4. 4 is so much life. I guess it helps both people out, but I guess they can't Lightning Strike it either. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. You're probably right. Shield Mare. Let's try out Shield Mare instead. It doesn't have Hexproof versus red, but it gains life if they target it with a Lightning Strike, which is nice. So, oh yeah, we wanted to try Shana. You're right. We can just try a Shana instead. I'm not convinced Shana's gonna be good. It's like another actual spell instead of the District Guide and something to do early. I need to try her out at some point, right? At the very least, I know I want to cut a District Guide, so we'll try out something in its place. Right, updating the Stream Decker a sec. Have you seen Dryad Greenseeker be played? That is. Change of plans. Change of plans. Hold up. Deal. 100%. Let's try it. Song is super good. Song seems cool. I wouldn't mind trying out Song at some point, but I don't think... I think I want to try out this for now. Dryad Green Seeker's a bit bad with Convoke. I think it seems interesting to me. Right, I'm gonna go get some water, head to the bathroom a sec, and we're gonna hop in a league with this. The other thing I like about Dryad Green Seeker is we've been lacking things to do early that we like actually do anything impactful. Dryad Green Seeker helps like make that more consistent. It gives you more cheap stuff post board when you're boarding out your migrations or Amaras too. Awesome. Let the record, the archive show that this is Tinnerfall's responsibility indeed. I'm ready to make some tokens. Yeah, Green Seeker blocks really well, for sure. It's a nice early play against control as well, just because it draws cards. That makes sense, Ranger. I am interested in trying out Song at some point, but I think for now I'm going to try out Green Seeker. I think Green Seeker seems quite appealing.